Hi, my loves. This is Evo. I will teach you how to read your own numerology birth chart so that you can have a better understanding of yourselves. I will help you reveal everything about you using the date of your birth, and you can also use this technique with other people. All you need is your own date of birth, a pen, and a paper, or something you can write with. But before we start, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell button so that you will be updated to the next video. Not everyone would be able to finish this video until the end or will understand the video fully. So if you are one of these people, please don't be hard on yourself, it just means that you are not ready to know this yet. You can always come back to this video whenever you are ready, so make sure to save this video. First, convert your birth date to its full numerical equivalent. For example, if you were born January 21, 1963, you would convert it to 1/21/1963. Always remember to include the full year. Second, the birth chart is constructed of 4 short, straight lines, 2 drawn horizontally, 2 vertically. The vertical lines intersect the horizontal lines, like a noughts and crosses layout. This empty birth chart is symbolic of a baby as yet unborn. Third, each of the 9 spaces is the permanent home for each of the 9 numbers. Whenever a number appears in a birth date, it must always be placed in its own space, nowhere else. If numbers are absent from the birth date, the corresponding spaces of the birth chart remain empty. If all numbers were present in the birth date, the completed birth chart would appear as fully balanced. This reveals no missing numbers, it further reveals an impossibility. The most numbers we can have in our birth date is 8, of which the numbers 1, 2 or 3 must be repeated. The maximum number of spaces that can be filled in a birth chart is 7, such as when a person has a birth date of 5/27/1983. And if you have repeated number in your birth date, we still doing the same thing as we did in the previous example. For example, take the birth dates 11/11/1999 and 2/20/2000. The 2 birth charts would appear as last. With your birth chart now constructed, you have your basic individuality formula in place. We are now ready to analyze its many and various aspects. But first we need to observe the overall birth chart in its entirety, as a key to unlocking vital secrets of the inner self. If you are ready, you can jump ahead to the number of your birth chart using timestamps in the description or in the comment section. Number 1, located at the entrance to the physical plane, the number 1 refers to the expression of the physical body in terms of its relationship to the outside world. It is usually a reliable indication of the extent to which a person reacts to other people and circumstances, the immediate environment. It tends to indicate the degree of personal self-control, or its lack. This number is the foundation of the personality, for it represents the ego and how it is expressed or suppressed. 1-1, if you have 1-1 you have a difficulty in verbal self-expression. At times you may say the opposite of what you want to say as a self-defense. It is best to always think before you speak because you might hurt or offend others. It is also best to keep a journal where you can express how you feel and so that you have a better understanding of yourself, and why you feel and react certain way. 2-1s, if you have 2-1s in your birth chart, you have a balanced self-expression. You have a broader understanding of a situation and people, and likes to meet them halfway, but always take care to avoid intolerance of people, especially if you are in love with someone without 2-1s. 3-1s, if you have 3-1s in your birth chart, you either the talkative one and the life of the party, who likes being around people, or someone who is quiet at first but very bubbly to small group of people and people they are familiar with. 4-1s, if you have 4-1s, you have extreme difficulty of verbal self-expression and often misunderstood because life taught you that it is better to hide your emotional turmoil with a smile even to people who you are close with. You also tend to suffer more internally unless you learn how to realize them and not identify yourself as your problems. It's best that you take command of your own emotions so that you can be more confident. 5-1s or more, if you have 5-1s or more, as a kid you were often misunderstood. This makes you someone detached and lonely. You can be somewhat obsessed and secretly adore looking at yourself, but this can lead to mental instability. If you or someone in your life who have 5 or more ones, it is best to be involved in art forms such as writing, painting, pottery or music, and so on. Did you like it? Leave a like and a comment if you think these are true about you. If you want to know more about you, subscribe. See you in the next video.